still be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, guys, we're just gonna do a fun, relax, and chill training video. I was just talking to myself a few minutes ago about how I want to be able to have something in the background to listen to, someone talking. Doesn't really matter if they're talking about nonsense or talking about the game. So I was like, why not go ahead and do that? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go around and train up my new horse that I recently got here, called Amber Spot, or Spotty for short, I guess. I mean, she's not really that spotty, but like you can kind of see like little fade here. And so I'm just gonna basically go around and train and just talk about nonsense, I guess, like just talk, because I was just thinking to myself, I'm training, might as well make a video about it, right? So I'm just gonna ride around and train. I did go ahead and do the races already in Furgrove, so next stop is probably gonna be Steve's farm, and we can start just chillaxing that way. I literally hate riding races over at Steve's race because it's so like laggy and crowded. Like, I honestly don't see the appeal in Steve's farm being like the hot spot of the town, but for some reason it is, and it's very laggy, and I don't like coming over here to ride races. I don't like coming over here, period, because it's just, even when there's not a lot of people, you'd find a good majority of people just there at Steve's for some reason. I don't know why. I really don't know. If you were to ask me why people are at Steve's, my closest bet is that they like the scenery, probably. Otherwise, I have no clue. But spoiler alert, if you guys have not seen The Little Mermaid live action yet, definitely go watch it. It's really good. Like, I know a lot of people have had a bit to say about it, mainly because of her color or certain things not being the same, but that's with every movie. Not every movie or show is perfect, no matter how much you want it to be. So unfortunately, even with the little minor changes here and there, I don't say it's a bad movie. I really don't. I feel like I'm mostly biased because I really like mermaids anyway. I really, I personally love the water, and I love mermaids and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm really biased when it comes to things like this. Plus, like, I'm a real sucker for Disney movies. Who doesn't love a good Disney movie, in my opinion, right? Like, so one of the songs I feel like was really impactful for me was the Poor Unfortunate Souls. Now, the original Poor Unfortunate Souls was a good song. Like, I like the original as well. But for some reason, the live action one just gave me like a sense of like urgency. Like, it made me want to come back to Ursula and be like, hey, you can transform me into a human in exchange for my voice. Like, I actually got chills in the movie theater. Like, now, I can't say the same for everybody, but like, while specifically watching that scene, I don't know, it just felt more impactful to me. And I just loved that version of it for some reason. Like, I loved both versions, but I feel like that version was more of my favorite version to listen to. And then, like, another song from the live action movie, I have to say was my personal favorite, was the Part of Your World Revised. So where she's kind of singing, where she's basically on land, right? And she's singing about, it was towards the end of the movie, but she was singing about how what she had to give up to be a part of Eric's world, and you can really hear the sadness in her voice, and I just have to say, it was well done. I don't have like that music on like, replay, but it was definitely one of the musics that I heard and was like, wow, this is really impactful. Again, like, another music from this movie that was really impactful to me, even if many people can disagree with it, but me personally, I just enjoyed it. Like, overall, the movie, I give it like a 9 out of 10. Like I said, no movie is perfect. No movie is going to have that sense of perfectness. Even the animated version. People might like the animated version, which is fine, and some people like the live action, which is also fine. And I feel like when it comes to things like this, it's either you love it or you hate it, you know? Like, you can't, unfortunately, please everyone, and, you know, even if you don't like it, a lot of people enjoyed that movie, I have to say. Like, same with, like, Avatar. Like, there was a lot of things that may have been imperfect or not exactly what we wanted to see, but again, it's a movie. It's a kids movie at that. Like, people are arguing about why they changed her color, why her hair is not red, and even I was complaining about like how her hair is not completely red or whatnot. But overall, one, it's a kids movie. Two, it's a movie. Enjoy it. Why do you have to find, like, there's always those one group of people who have to find something wrong with a movie or TV show just to not like it, you know, and make other people around them not like it. So even with the complaining, and even when there were certain things that I even personally felt like, okay, they could have done a little bit better on, I still went, paid money, and watched the movie. You know, it was still a good movie to watch, and I, like I said, still recommend watching it. Now, there's certain movies that even I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch. Like, for example, like Peter Pan. As a young child, I wasn't really a fan of Peter Pan like that, and I'm still not. So if you told me they were making a live action Peter Pan, I wouldn't care to see it. Like, if my friends want to go see it, yeah, sure. Like, I originally didn't even want to watch Avatar 2, to be honest. Like, I was like, I don't know anything about this. I heard of it, yes, but I'm like, I don't really know about this Avatar type business, and I'm not really sure if I really want to watch it. But after watching it, like, I thought I was gonna go to sleep in the first hour or so, but it grabbed my attention so quick. My favorite character personally is Loak. I don't know, it's just the bad boy side of him just coming out, and me personally, I was intrigued. I really enjoyed it. Like, I don't know if, you know, I mean, it's not like a Disney movie or anything. Like, of course, like, you can watch the first movie on Disney Plus, so it's not like a Disney movie, but like, I personally have to say it was interesting. It was definitely interesting. Like, there was some scenes, like, specifically Spider, okay? Like, every scene that Spider was in really just cringed me out a lot. Like, it made me very uncomfortable for some reason. And I don't know how to feel about it. Like, it just was not it. Just me personally, every scene that he was in, trying to be, like, a part of, like, the avatars, I guess, he just made me very cringy. Like, it wasn't exactly something I wanted to see or needed to see. Like, I mean, like, he's, like, the actor who plays him was good at acting, playing Spider out and all, but, like, Spider is a human. And, again, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Avatar 2, which I feel like most people have already. What Spider did at the end was just so unforgivable, and once Neytiri and even Loak find out, it's going to be one. That's all I'm gonna say. It is really gonna be one. So I don't hate Spider, but I don't like him either. You know, he's just one of those characters that don't really need to be there. I mean, I initially thought in the first half that he was supposed to be the love interest for what's her name? The girl that Nature Jesus or something like that. I forgot her name. And they were supposed to, like, you know, that was supposed to be her love interest. That's what I thought. But now I'm kind of like, you know, I changed my mind. Like I said, he's not a bad character, but like, what he did was just so unforgivable. Like, I don't even know the reason for why he did what he did at the end of the movie. I'm trying to figure out, like I know that was his father to some extent, but like, you know, he's a bad person. You know what he basically did to this family, the family that you so want to be a part of, but then turn around and basically betray them. and go back and save the one person that Jake has been trying his hardest to get rid of since the first movie. And it's like, if I was Jake, I'd be mad. Like, I'm like, I did all this, like, all that hard work to officially, like, get rid of him, and, you know, all that stuff is being thrown in the trash, basically, because you want to play hero. And it's like, I don't know, like, I mean, comment down below if you have any, like, speculations on why that is, because I'm literally at a loss here. Like, I don't know why he did it. I don't know what he was trying to gain from doing that, but I'm just hoping in the third movie that will be revised again, that'll be brought up again, and hopefully justice would be served, because that's ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I generally wanted to like Spider, but now it's just, is it worth it? Not really. Not anymore, in my opinion. So let me know if you guys enjoyed Avatar 2, if you've seen it yet, and what you're hoping to see in Avatar 3. Same with like The Little Mermaid. I really hope they do more live action Disney princesses. Like, I'm so sick of just Cinderella. Like, don't get me wrong, Cinderella is another one of those classic Disney movies. Everybody loves it, but we have so many iterations. We have probably like 12, 13 plus at most Cinderella movies in different variations, but telling the same story, basically. And it's like, I personally like to see more of that type of thing throughout the Disney franchise, and not just with Cinderella. Like, I would love to go see a Tiana live action movie. I don't know, it's just what I'm thinking about. Like, it'd be nice to see a Tiana live action movie, or a live action Rapunzel, you know? Now, there's just certain Disney films and whatnot that shouldn't be done live action. It should just be kept, like, it should be kept animated, like The Lion King. Now, I haven't watched The Lion King. Like, it's on Disney Plus, but I haven't watched it. And I just feel like when you turn things that are meant to be in cartoon into real life, it just takes the fun cartoon appeal out of it. Like, when they did Sonic, they made Sonic way too real for comfort, and it was, many people, including me, was like, no, okay? I know what they were trying to go for, but it wasn't it. It wasn't it. It didn't look right. It just looked like a deformed hedgehog. Like, it didn't even look like Sonic. I didn't know what that was. It got to the point where it was even like a meme. Like, it was ridiculous, and they were like, no, change that mess, because what is that? And I was like, that is nightmare fuel right there. Oops. That is nightmare fuel right there. Like, I would not pay money to see that. So when they changed him and made him more of his cartoon counterpart, people were like, yes, that's the Sonic we know, you know? So there's just certain things, there's certain movies and shows that are just strictly supposed to stay cartoon. Even SpongeBob. Like, I don't know how I would feel to see a live action SpongeBob. I feel like it would give me nightmares to see that on my screen. Like, oh, that's nice, that's cute, but I'm not sure if that's something I want to see live action. That's not something I need to see live action. Love that horse, by the way. But if I was to see SpongeBob live action, like just a live action movie of it, how would you even do that? There's gonna be like a lot of CG. Like, I don't even know how you would do that. Like, first of all, SpongeBob is just, there's no logic. So how do you make something with no logic in a real life? Like, you know, like, it doesn't make sense. So, like, I hope that's not what they're doing. I really don't. Same with like Miraculous Ladybug. Like, people have been talking and speculating that there will be a live action Ladybug, which there's nothing wrong with that. But like I said before, there's just certain shows and cartoons that are strictly meant to stay a cartoon or an animation, because there's just so much. I honestly don't know how they are going to pull it off to where it looks legit. Like, you're gonna have to make it look good with a whole lot of CGI, and it's going to cost you a lot of money just to make it look decently nice. And that's not to say that they can't do it, but with like, even with like a low budget, if you're given a low budget, like, there's only so much you can do. Even if you're given all the money in the world, there's only so much you can do to make it look right. And unfortunately, it's just not going to look right. Like, no one's going to invest in a live action Ladybug, because I don't even see how you can make that look good without making it have too much, etc., etc., etc. And I don't know, like, I'm not objecting to it, but like I said, there's just certain shows, movie shows, that are just meant to stay strictly in animation or cartoons, because if you try to do a live action, there's a 50-50 chance it either will fail or it'll succeed. And if it fails, you can most definitely guarantee that no one's going to pay money to watch that, and no one's going to invest money for people to watch it, not even to make it. So yeah, unfortunately, those are just my opinions and my thoughts about that. I think we're just gonna do this one last race over here. There's like 3 different, or is it 3 or 4 different races down at the riding arena, so we're gonna do those 3 and then wrap this up. All right, so I'm gonna get this out of the way right now. I just want to say that the movies that have been coming out that are live action are personally good. I feel like, for the most part, I mean, if done right, you know, with the right directing. And I have to say, even with the Teenage Kraken, even though that's not a live action movie, it's made by Pixar, I'm pretty sure. If not, I have no clue. I don't know who it's made by, I'm gonna be completely honest, but if you guys have seen the trailer, you're probably like, oh, this might be a movie. Like I said, this might be a movie that you would like and enjoy, or it's a movie that you're like, I don't know. I mean, all I'm gonna say is, don't knock it till you try it. You know, like, you never know which you might end up liking unless you actually give it a try. And that's not to say that I'm like super pumped about the Teenage Kraken, because let's be real for a second, I'm not. I mean, it's not something that I want to see. I still have yet to not see the Mario movie. Oh my gosh. Like I said, you don't knock it till you try it, but it's not one of the movies I want to see. And I have not yet seen the Mario movie yet. That's one of the other movies that I'm planning to watch, but haven't seen it yet. And so I know the Mario movie is gonna be good just because it's good. I don't know. I've already seen the trailers. I've seen the spoilers. The thing about me is, I don't mind seeing spoilers of a movie or a show that I'm gonna be watching anyway, just because, like, I'll still watch it. I'm going to still watch when The Little Mermaid comes out on Disney Plus. I'm still going to watch it on repeat. Like, just because I've watched it before, seen all the spoilers, and know what's gonna happen, doesn't mean I'm not gonna watch it. Same with like The Little Mermaid animated. I'm still gonna watch it. But I feel like the Mario movie is just almost similar to the Sonic movie, yeah, and the Pikachu movies. Like, even though they're like cartoon animated shows, seeing them repolished and like more made for like the newer generation, I don't know, I like seeing very clean and polished things, even though the older versions may be classics and whatnot. Just seeing the older, or just seeing newer versions of it, like more cleaner and polished, it's just nice to see. And it's nice to see when like directors and whatnot put effort into their movies and shows. Like, even if it's not meant to be that great, I like to see when directors actually try to make it appealing. I think that's just my opinions. I'm just rambling on about different movies, but yeah. I like how in each one that I've done with this new horse, we're just getting, like, I don't know, Well, all I can say is that we made it to level 5, so we didn't really do that much. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for listening to my little rants here and there. It was a little bit unnecessary, but I thought, why not? So this is something I can do every training video, or not. I'm not sure. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye, everyone.